Agents, what is up? It's Vex again. You're tuned in to another incredible build I'm going to deliver to you guys. This build is insane and it is off the chain, so you can do a lot of status damage. And oh gosh, this build, you can shred anybody, as you can see in the background. Even any named, you name it, you can destroy it. And you can see the status effects is just intense and immense, and that just means you can go ahead up against any enemy you like. Oh, and check this out. You're worried about sustaining and keeping alive? That is not a problem, because your health will keep going up. And you can answer anyone's call for backup because you are the backup. This build is a great state support build, and oh boy, it does not stop there, guys. You've got a lot more flexibility. You can run around, not have to worry about getting hit too hard, but you hit like a train at the same time, delivering all types of statuses and just overall supporting everybody. Also, guess what? Countdown, you have that covered as well with this build, as you can face tank any hunter, any rogue, or any high value target, you name it. Oh, guess what? Hollywood event, it is insane. Any EMP or any shock will explode your enemies, so bear that in mind as well, guys. And any other solo activity, just in general, you'll survive and you'll have a ton of fun as well. But without any further delay, let's get into this great build. So strap in, we're going to go ahead with the first piece. So the first piece of this build is the backpack, called the Perfectly Opportunistic, and it has a great tell on the back that amplifies all damage as well as your status effects and your shotgun. And I've got the golden gloves with armor regen and status effects. This is going to be a trend on the build. And then I've got a Bellstone armory knee pads with armor regen and status effects as well. Another golden with the same on there as well. Then lastly, I have my chest piece, which is the Palisade Steelworks with glass cannon on there for the armor regen as well as the armor on kill. Now for my exotic is the Val mask. It's an amazing mask. Some people may have forgotten about it, but I've brought it back to life. And the main gun of choice is the Scorpio shotgun with the status effects on there. And then next we have my shotgun, which is called the Lefty with the perfect sledgehammer. It's an amazing talent, guys. I'm going to talk about it in detail later. Lastly, I got the boomstick as a sidearm. This is just keeping it up with the shotgun aesthetics on the build. And then lastly, I have the perpetuation talent that does extend any status effects. Now lastly, I'm just going to talk about my skills. So the first skill is the EMP. Now this EMP I went for is because it can affect everything and everything, including drones and dogs. And then lastly, I went for the shock trap. Again, it affects everything, which is including drones, dogs, and so on. And finally, I went for the specialization called Survivalist for the protection from elites on there, as well as this amazing grenade, which is a fire grenade as well for status effects. Now, just to add, in the future, if there are any new modifications or modifiers for the game, you'll be in a step ahead. Anything status related, just pick those, and that is just an example I've shown in the background. So agents, now we're going to go straight to the firing range, and we're going to have a little look at what's going underneath on the hood of this build. So first and foremost, we're just going to hit the first target and then get the status train rolling. So as you can see in the background, these are the status effects in the order, which you'll be getting on the Scorpio shotgun. When you get the full stats, you get the 20% all sources damage, which is amazing. So with that in mind, let's have a look at the backpack. Now the backpack has the Perfectly Opportunistic backpack. Once the status effects are applied, have a look and pay attention to the numbers. When I do use my shotgun and activate the talent, it then increases that damage. So that goes for your shotgun damage as well as any status effects, which is absolutely amazing. But hold on to your seats now, guys. This is where it gets really deep. So we're going to talk about the armor regen. So each piece on your build for your attribute, you'd have 0.5% for each for your armor regen. And then lastly, for your Bellstone knee pads, you get an extra 1%. And for the 2 of the golden, you get 1.5. Now if you add that all together, that is 5% armor regen. Mind blowing, right? Oh, not to mention, you're getting all this protection from elites, 10% from the survivalist. Add that all together, that's 49%. If you minus that off the glass cannon damage, you only get 1% damage from the glass cannon, which is insane. Now next we'll be talking about the armor on kill. Now when you do receive an armor on kill from you actually getting someone with a shotgun or a status effect, guess what? That's more sustain on top of the armor regen. Crazy, right? Then lastly, we're going to talk about the perfect sledgehammer, which is a lefty gun. Now once you pair that with the fire grenade on the survival specialization, oh boy. So So that's all sources damage, as well as you're getting your fire grenade in, and it is just absolutely incredible. Next, we're going to be talking about the all sources damage. So 25% from the glass cannon, backpack, perfectly opportunistic, 15%, and then 20% all sources damage from your shotgun will give you all sources damage of 60%. And that's overall damage for your shotgun damage and your status effects as well. Now, if you're wondering what this build would do in the Hollywood event, go ahead, click right here on the cards. You'll get straight to the video. And if you guys are new to the channel, go ahead, smash that bell notification, subscribe, and I'll leave you with some more footage of the insane status effect all sources build. Agents, it's been a pleasure as usual. Until next time, take care.
Right, Agent.
Great work, Agent. Now you just need to restart the reactor and keep any hostiles from knocking it offline or killing you. No pressure.
Evacuate the facility. 5 minutes to lockdown.